Let's go, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the counselor's office. Scholars! I did this backwards. I don't care, but I remembered. I remembered you like being called scholars, because if I don't call you, I don't say scholars somewhere in the beginning, someone's going to lose their mind and be like, hey, why aren't you calling me a scholar? Then you're going to be like,
hey, you need to call me a scholar, partner. That's right. You don't call me a scholar, I'm going to put my foot up your ass. That's right, son.
I don't know why I love that sound, like that voice changer. Something about it, just I don't know why. Anyways, today we shit on Sony, but there are now some more news on Xbox. And let me tell you, I am excited for the 28th of July because Halo, the campaign Evolve comes out, which I love Halo, and I'm desperate for Halo. I'm ready to fondle the balls of Halo. People are being nitpicky about it. I am like an old school. I was there at the beginning. Like, I was that guy, that Halo guy. But I'm not nitpicking as much as some people are. But I will give it a brutally honest. This will be my first ever Halo brutally honest review, and I will be taking notes. I will be doing a brutally honest. I don't care if I have to put everything off. I don't care if I don't record or stream. I will dedicate my time to making a brutally honest review of Halo, because I never thought I would have the opportunity to react to the first Halo and do a brutally honest review. It's like a dream come true. Whether I am upset about it or it's a good time, I don't know, but we will rock you. Anyways, talking about rocking, we've got more information about, we've got a mixture of news when it comes to Xbox, Bethesda, and other companies within Microsoft. So the first story we have is Bethesda employees say HR made them remove a small memorial they created for coworkers who were laid off during Microsoft's recent Xbox job cuts. According to Bethesda's Game Studio Union, employees in Rockville, Maryland put together a celebration of service display with photos of former coworkers to thank them for their work. The union says HR had it taken down almost right away because it was in a shared office space. Unfortunately, HR made our office manager take this down almost immediately. They said because it's a common area, it had to be removed. We've used common areas for many things as a team, including FanWorks, but HR seems to believe that a celebration of service is inappropriate. Let's take a look at this. I mean, from a personal view, I don't see anything wrong. It's just, your friends are gone. People who help, participate in the company. You're, saying that and before anyone says wokeism, there's a bunch of white dudes here. So you can't even say like, there's a couple of females, but like, this is generally like, why not? Like, why? And maybe it's because it's the main lobby. Like, I mean, I see a vending machine right here. Like, it's really weird that, like, recently I've heard nothing positive about HR in the video game industry. It feels like HR is the boogeyman of, the community the businesses. So instead of working, they almost likely spend hours working on the virtue signaling with these idiots is unreal. It's always so fucking performative. I mean, you're celebrating people that got laid off. It sucks. Especially if these people were core parts of, like, I don't know, man. I don't, you could think it's stupid and a waste of time, but like, I don't see the people, virtue signaling. It's like, I don't think it's that deep. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below. What do you think? I don't think it's that deep. Then we have IGN reporting more than 8 years on from its official announcement, The Elder Scrolls 6 still has at least 2 more years from release, according to Bloomberg. That's right. It's crazy. And I remember when it was announced 8 years ago. Oh my God. I feel so fucking old. I remember when it was announced, it was such a shitty little, like, reveal, and I remember people were losing their shit about it. And it might take 2 more years before it's even released. And here's the deal, like, Starfield was awful, and it's still awful trash. People have modded it to try to save it. Hell, there's an entire, I have yet to do it, I wanted to do it, a Star Wars mod that turns Starfield completely into Star Wars, and it makes it an actual fun Star Wars game. But Starfield was such a absolute failure among the most of the gaming community, except for like the diehard Xbox fans that will eat anything. Kind of like Sony fanboys will do the same thing. These are both sides have dedicated fans that will eat whatever's eaten, right? They'll take whatever slop is thrown out. But man, if there's a game like I liked, I love Skyrim. ES6 has to be big as GTA at this rate. Man, yeah. And honestly, I really want to play Elder Scrolls 6. Like, the one thing that I can say is that Elder Scrolls has yet to be bad. And you could argue that's because there hasn't been one since Skyrim. And if you're counting the remake, I mean, that's a cheat. Like, you can't count the Oblivion remake, even though it is still fire. I still need to beat it, but it's still fire. But I hope they pop off. I hope they pop off. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Then we got another report. Apparently Minecraft has been carrying a whole Xbox gaming business for years, according to Bloomberg. Profits for Minecraft, considered one of the most successful video games in the world, were used to fund the rest of the gaming portfolio, according to a person familiar with Xbox operations. The report says Minecraft has been one of Microsoft's biggest gaming success stories since the company bought Mojang in 2014. Its profits helped support Xbox business while Microsoft invested in new games, studios, and services. Microsoft now plans to put even more focus on major franchises like Minecraft. You know what's crazy is if Sony had forced Bungie to focus on Destiny and really make it popular, fix all its problems, make it pop off. If they found the secret sauce and try to get us popular, like on par of like Minecraft, or at least good enough to carry, they could have funded their multiple incubation. And maybe that's what, before Sony took over, Pete Parsons and the leaders were hoping for. They, Destiny was finally getting its rhythm, and they thought, oh, we're finally hot shit. We can be a multi-IP like everyone else. Unfortunately, that turned out that they couldn't do it. They couldn't be Microsoft that used Minecraft to fund everything else they have. But I thought that was I'm not surprised, because that's how good Minecraft is. This game, you could buy this game and have years worth of content to play with. Hours. This is the first, outside of like the original Pokemon games, this is the first, one of the first games I'm going to give my kids. You will get Pokemon, you'll get Minecraft, and that's it. I won't even buy them a Switch 5 or whatever, right? I'm gonna give you, you're gonna play on this, as old computer I can find. You're gonna play these emulators. You're gonna play Minecraft. I'm gonna give you an hour a day. You're gonna choose, and then you're gonna get off. And then you're gonna go read a book, and then you're gonna play outside for like 3 hours, and then you're gonna study, and then you're gonna go to bed after eating. We might have like an hour of family time watching TV together, but you're going to be significantly limited to what time you do. And when you turn high school level 18, you do whatever the fuck you want. You want to play video games, that's fine. If you decide to live, you're going to pay rent. You're going to live with me, you're going to pay rent. And then after that, if you pay rent, if you want to sit there and blow your money on video games, you're an adult, that's your decision. You're going to pay your bills, I'm not paying them. But if you wanna, and I will let them. By the way, I'm gonna do something my parents never did to me. When I got my first job, I bought Xbox 360 and Halo 3. I will make sure that my kid can do that. I'd be like, son, daughter, you want to buy a console? I'm not going to stop you with your first paycheck. But afterward, you better pay your bills. If you need some help, I'm okay covering the first time. It's on me. Enjoy your first paycheck. Enjoy buying something you earned it. Afterward, you best be paying your bills or I'm going to take your console away. That's right. It's my console now until you pay your rent. My house, my rules. Anyways, we got way off tangent. This is something that I found interesting and it explains so much. And I just want to give this as just a general like PSA. Obsidian Entertainment, the developers known for their work on Fallout New Vegas, The Outer Worlds, Grounded, Pentiment, Avowed, and more, are reportedly working on a new Fallout game. This in place of working on Avowed series. Now, I didn't save it and I should have. Apparently, maybe I can find it. Hold on. All right, so I found it. So we have this little tidbit. Obsidian has already made it publicly known that they did not want to make a Fallout game. Microsoft is pointing a gun to their heads and forcing them to do it. Imagine if Valerian was forced to make BG4. What's the likelihood that game would have turned out great? I have very little faith that New Vegas 2 gives players what they want. So that's the thing. Apparently, by the way, they were supposed to make Avowed 2, and they said, Microsoft's like, no, cancel that. You're making a Fallout game. I'm going to say this right now. Who gives a fuck what the studio wants to do? I hate this. Imagine forcing people. I want to read this. Forcing their job, give their customers what they want and do a good job. What do game devs get? Why do game devs get such grace? I imagine if this was a plumber, telling him what you want done, he delays, does something else you didn't want to do, and it's half-assed. The customer want good games, but also have to be balanced against what the artists actually want to produce. This is exactly why Laren refused to do BG4. Well, as much as I respect Larian, here's my thoughts on that. Who the fuck cares what the artist wants? Last time I checked, and I'll say this again, people don't buy video games for art. Video games are not about art first. There's artistic value, sure, but it's a product first. Again, these studios, Obsidian does not have a right to exist. Obsidian does not have a right to continue to have a job. The developers at Obsidian do not have a right to continue to have a job. It is a privilege. You are a business. You are selling a product that people consume. You have customers. You can't work at Pizza Hut and say, you know what? I don't want to make pizzas anymore. We're going to make burgers. Well, guess what? People don't want your fucking burgers. They came to you because they want what you're good at making, which guess what? Is Fallout. And guess what happens? Bungie is a perfect example. When you make something that your core consumers and customers want, you make something completely different from that, it flops. And we have multiple instances from studios who have made something that was out of their ballpark, something that they've never done before, that no one asked for. And not only did their game fail, but they shut down as a studio. Who gives a shit what the studio wants? You have a job. Fucking do it. No one gives a shit about your artistic value. I want my art. No one, it's not fan fiction. You are making a product. Shut up and make the damn pizza. If you don't want to make the pizza, quit your fucking job and go work at Burger King. It's like Bungie and Destiny. You are known for Destiny. That is your main pay pig. Marathon is not, and it's very obvious what happens when you remove your talent to make something that no one asked for. No one consumes it, and guess what? You fuck around, you find out. People now lost their jobs. Who would have thought? So I have no empathy for Obsidian. Shut up, do your fucking job. You are a business, you sell a product, shut up and do your job. Who gives a shit about what you want to do artistically? Make the damn game. You chose to work in video game, in the industry. Shut up and make the product that you were, told to do. Funny enough, Sony's the perfect example of doing the opposite, which is paying for someone, and instead of making them do what they're good at, they continue to force them to make a game that they have no experience on, extraction shooters for this case, and doubling down on something that is a failure. Like Sony is like the example of a studio not doing what they should do. And Xbox is obviously, hey, you're good at Fallout. People want Fallout. Especially New Vegas, that was hailed as one of the best Fallouts. Make that shit. Do your job. A gun needs to be pointed at every Xbox game studio. It's business, not a communist system where they leech off other game success. What game was Obsidian leeching from? Brother. Well, Obsidian got to make a Vow, Pentium, and Outer World 2. They failed at making anything that sold enough to justify their existence. So this isn't just Microsoft putting a gun to their head. This is them handing Microsoft a load gun after kicking them in the nuts. Pendant was a small narrative indie game with no combat. There's zero chance Xbox expected it to be a smash hit. TO2 burned because Xbox tried to charge $80 for it. There's no way this change is justified. I love people sucking the balls. There was more than price alone wrong with TO2. It was a direct upgrade to the first one. Is it though? I don't know why people are so just defending. This is not, that makes sense. It's just some shitty developer that's trying to, justify their shitty. I'm guaranteeing this person probably does make like shitty games, because people who want to focus on their artistic value instead of giving gamers what they want are usually shitty developers. So your opinion is already, useless. Talking about useless opinions, former Halo 4 developer Dan Callen shared a story about a meeting with former Xbox boss Don Matrick that still surprises him. According to Callen, Matrick wanted Halo 4 to copy Diablo's 3 real money auction house by selling campaign mech skins for real money. Even though Diablo's 3 system was already receiving backlash and was later removed by Blizzard. They wanted to introduce mech skins for real money and have an auction house.
Uh-oh, retard alert. Retard alert, class.
What am I supposed to do for you?
What the hell? Listen, I like Halo 4. I know I'm the minority. I get it. Yeah, everyone hates it. I'm not trying to convince anyone. I liked it, except for like a certain part of the campaign story. It just goes into the shitter. Like pretty much when they start doing the human interaction, the UNSC, Del Rio, that bullshit immediately killed off the story, and they just got really stupid at the end. Completely. Even the boss fight was awful. Let down, to be honest. Multiplayer, I love the multiplayer. They were already, trying to be like Call of Duty with the loadouts. Why are they wanted? I'm not like, I knew they introduced skins, and you could get skins in different ways. Like there was like codes and, buy certain products, you can get these. And now it makes sense because they were trying to, I don't understand how that's a new level of greed that I cannot believe almost happened to Halo. And technically you could say the greed did follow. Halo 5 was a bastardization of the pay to win bullshit. Like in all the other like garbage. So it was an evolution, but it could have been, unironically, the greed could have been worse with a stupid auction house. Oh. These are the people making decisions for our video games, by the way. This was right around the time, that Halo started getting bastardized because of greed and shitty decisions. People who should not be leading to take these IPs. I mean, it's always a common story. People taking titles and IPs you love and then letting greed take over. Let's see, where are some of the comments? The devs are just as bad for having no fucking spine. Based. How many other terrible directions were made because of yes men? This is why every company can and should and usually does depend on their SMEs for recommendations, guidance, and industry insights. They are. It's just like 3 fucked up players by forcing buying map packs if you want all playlists or Bungie exciting adding Eververse and D2. Wait, whoa. No one, there's nothing wrong with map packs. I would rather pay for map packs than all the egregious, loot boxes and battle pass bullshit. Like all that shit. I would rather have everything in game and just pay for map packs. I was okay. I was a happy boy of map packs because you could still play the game even if you didn't have the map packs. Sure, you may take a little longer, but a lot of the other people who may have been broke or didn't want to spend money on it still got to play the game. But like, let's not hate on map packs. That is the lowest denominator on greed that we've ever had. Holy fucking shit. No wonder that things got into shit these days. Fuck 343 and fuck everything they ever made except for Master Chief Collection and Halo 2 Wars. But I mean, did 343 make Master Chief Collection? I guess they did, yeah. Because it came out before Halo 4. Because Halo Reach was the last it was Halo ODST and then Halo Reach by Bungie. Devs with no backbone just submissively cheering on decisions that would inevitably get them laid off later down the line, which it did. It's pretty obvious the majority of C-levels executives are morons gassed up by yes men. Stop caving to censorship. Stupid and idiot are your words. Have no reason to censor. Like D2 players wanted new strikes and PvP gambit maps and get none. I would buy a map pack for D2. And I think that, like, it's crazy that they could have done that, but they didn't. Cute, blame, shitty antidote, but it never materialized. 343 as I always point out, had the power to control what they made, despite dipshit suggestions, which happened at every studio. Glad you guys stood your ground and didn't do anything stupid like copy COD and Halo 4. Oh. See, a lot of people don't like that. Listen, I accept that I'm in the minority that likes Halo 4 multiplayer. For a long time, I believed that this video fit perfectly with the current state of Halo, and seeing this, I'm convinced that it does more. If 343 truly hated Halo, Halo 4 would have been microtransactions from day one. I don't know what I'm watching except Sonic running for the hills. Gaming went to shit the moment it became mainstream, and these executives and assholes that just care about money saw it as a profit generator and took over. The rest is history. I would agree. I would agree with the statement. I do believe that gaming went downhill the moment that it became mainstream. I miss the days that it wasn't mainstream and it was people. Oh, I spilled my drink everywhere. I miss the days where people were thinking you were weird or a nerd for playing video games. It's like it was just you were the underdog for liking video games. Because then the developers made games just for gamers. It was a fun thing. But now you have developers trying to make shitty decisions to throw nets and pawns that don't even have fucking fish, making shitty games to try to get everyone to play, microtransactions to get everything in your wallet. The thing is, video games aren't made to be played. Video games now are made to, fish into your wallet. That's it. The goal isn't an experience. The goal is to get into your wallet. And I think that is the sin of the video game industry. And that's why indie games are succeeding and why they're making millions of dollars and why all these, outside of a few like Capcom is just like at this time, I will fondle the balls of Capcom because they are just doing a phenomenal job. They are doing a great job. I also fondle the balls of Digital Extremes though, that the leaders are women. So, I'll fondle their make-believe balls. Okay. But in general, like we live in an industry that doesn't give a shit about gamers. It's like, how can I milk your tits? I'm gonna milk you like a cow. I'm gonna fry you up like bacon because you're a pay piggy. Like, and they're finding out. It literally fuck around and find out, and that's what you're seeing in the industry. But unfortunately, the ones that are hurting are the developers. There is no real consequences to these leaders because they're jumping ship, and getting money before, like, taking their money before, you know, things hit the pan, or they're still at their company and they've yet to lose anything because everyone else has lost their job, so it's more money for them. This is like the investment firm Xbox buys out a family-owned business, Halo, changes the quality to cheaper ingredients, removes items on the menu, and adds charges to things that didn't, like free refills. The problem isn't the game devs, it's the shareholders' capitalism. I mean, yeah, it's just greed. It's just greed. Anyways, stuff like this makes me cringe and upset, and I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it, man. It make all the, like, there's things that make me say, you know, get over yourself for sure. But at the same time, there's just shit that just, yeah. I don't know. Let me know in the comments down below what you think about the stories today. All the Xbox, related studios. What do you think? I'm Mr. Gaming Counselor. Hit the like button, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more. As always, I'll see you in the next video. Huzzah!